One evening, a message from her appeared on my phone. Our anniversary trip canceled due to an urgent work emergency. Her apology felt cold and incomplete, missing even a period at the end, like a small crack in an otherwise smooth surface. Then, just 30 minutes later, another notification came through, this time from an old college friend who now tended bar at the resort where we had honeymooned years ago. There was no text, only a photo. My wife, draped in a silky robe, laughing with her boss on the balcony of the very seaside suite I had reserved months in advance. Anger didn't hit me right away. Instead of reacting impulsively, I studied the picture, feeling a tightening in my chest like a spring coiling tighter and tighter. I stayed silent. We had met 9 years before at a tech conference in Seattle. She was clever and a bit reserved, carrying a faint scent of lavender and ambition. I was launching my data security startup, and she was climbing the ranks in corporate accounting. Together, we built a life. My company, her rising career, the cozy home with soft blue cabinets, she said calmed her soul. The first time she stayed late and missed my call, I told myself it was just a meeting. The second time, a deadline. The third, I noticed a subtle, unfamiliar cologne on her when she came home. I blamed it on her demanding boss and the pressures of her job. I gave her space, patience, and trust. She gave me lies. 3 weeks before our anniversary, she left her phone unlocked and face down on the kitchen counter, a rare mistake for someone so careful. I'm not proud, but I couldn't resist. Your gut doesn't push you to snoop unless it's already screaming. The message I found was brief. Boss secured the suite, same ocean view as last time. So excited X. I didn't yell or break down. Instead, I took screenshots, saved every message and photo to an encrypted drive, and forced a smile. What she didn't know was that the boss's wife was once a client of mine. I had helped her uncover a digital stalker, her own husband. She owed me a favor. Without a word, I sent the screenshots to her wife. 10 minutes later came a reply. He's done. What do you want? I responded, nothing for now. Just hold on. Then I anonymously tipped off the HR department at the company. They had a strict no-relationship policy. Her boss was a high-ranking executive. She reported directly to him. The evidence I sent was enough. Like a whisper in the dark, it set the wheels in motion. That evening, I booked a flight to somewhere quiet, far away. 5 days later, she called. Her voice cracked, tears spilling over. They fired me, she sobbed. Everything's ruined. I said nothing, letting the silence speak louder than words. I don't know how they found out, she whispered. I do, I said, cold and calm before ending the call. When she returned home, I was gone. I left divorce papers and a note. You postponed our anniversary. I ended our marriage, but the story didn't end there. 3 weeks into my new life in Lisbon, I received a message from the boss's now separated wife. She was suing him for coercion, accusing him of pressuring her to cover up his misconduct, a classic move, twisting the narrative to claim victimhood. I stayed out of it for a while. A month later, my ex-wife's lawyer contacted me. She was challenging our prenup, claiming I forced her into signing it years ago when we were struggling financially. A bold tactic, but I had proof. Video footage of her smiling, pen in hand, saying, I trust you completely. I wasn't finished. I returned to the U.S. quietly, unrecognizable to those who knew me. I sat quietly in the back of the courtroom as her claims were dismissed. My lawyer played the footage, and her face fell. This was the moment I had been waiting for. But it wasn't just about her. My attorney handed over a folder to the opposing counsel, evidence she had embezzled company funds, committing fraud and misappropriation. HR had only seen the affair, but now the truth was clear. She lost her career, her certifications, and her once spotless reputation. Her boss was disbarred. His wife took the house, the children, and most of his assets. I never raised my voice or made a scene. I simply laid out the facts, step by deliberate step. Now, I live far away, my window open not for fresh air, but because I have chosen freedom. She sent one last text. I never wanted to hurt you. I read it once, then deleted it. Some stories don't deserve a response. Revenge isn't always loud or fiery. Sometimes it's quiet, precise, and deliberate.